What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the CovrPrice Top 10 and the new Comic Book Day show for January 27th. That's right. We got a combo show because there was no Top 10 last night, but we're back. Gabe hosted a combo show last week. He crushed it. So who better to join me for that combo this week? My brother Gabe. Gabe, what's up?
What is up, man? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Take your shoes off. Crack open a couple Four Locos, and let's do it tonight, man. It's another marathon show just like last week. So if you're here for the top 10, make sure you stick around for New Comic Book Day afterwards. If you're here for New Comic Book Day, make sure you stick around for the top 10. We got double the fun, double the pleasure, double the information. It's going to be a great show, man. We did it last week, man, and we're doing it again. So let's go, man. Let's go. How you been, man? How's that new computer?
It's doing. I'm figuring things out here as we're going. I'm noticing some, subtle differences amongst how the layout is, etc. The camera, I seem a little like I seem like I'm sick, dude. Like I'm turning gray or something. But
is your computer set to the metric system?
Which metric system?
the not American one.
Probably it might be the problem here, but yeah, no, I'm excited, dude. It was a rough week, as I said on Sunday on my show. There was a lot going on, personal life, health wise, this and that, and just everything happening. But we're back, good to go, man. And what better way, dude? We get a double header, man. We've got the top 10, which is a fire list. I know it's freezing on the East Coast, but we're gonna warm you up with all the fire here that's on the top 10, and of course the new Comic Book Day selections of the week by CovrPrice Lefteros collaborating, bringing us some great information, which I can't wait to dive into. And then at the end, we'll see how some of these books are doing on the aftermarket as well. So with that, Gabe, I think it is about time we just kick off the top 10. And of course, we are looking at all of the books right now that sold within the last week that were just dominating, doing well, seeing what kind of coin was being spent on these books, checking the trends and all of the good stuff on the aftermarket. So let's kick it off with tonight's runner-up. Gabe, what do we got?
Dude, we got Wonder Man #1 coming up here on the runner-up this week. Marvel from good old 1991. That was a good year. So for this book, we have a high raw sale of $12 for a near mint plus copy. High grade sell for a CGC 9.8 is $75. Right now, fair market value is $6, and we track 21 copies sold. We know what's going on with this book, man. We know what's up. Wonder Man is dropping this week on Disney Plus, and it's already getting some positive reviews. Are you going to watch it, Lando?
Absolutely. I'm going to watch it immediately after this show because it is going to be available. And yeah, man, I've heard nothing but great things. We see a top raw sale for $12 in the Near Mint Plus, and we're all probably like, "Excuse me, that's just $12." This book went from the dollar bin to the runners up, man. Let me tell you, dude, I've seen this book so many times throughout my entire collecting life with comics, dude. And man, it's interesting to see, of course, now with Wonder Man going to be dropping on Disney Plus. I can't wait to watch it. I've heard nothing but great things, man. Apparently Ben Kingsley is just awesome to have there. We saw him play the Mandarin back in Iron Man 3. You remember that, right? And lo and behold, well, what a spin on that character they had to make. It was something that, I don't know, I feel like Marvel wanted to do something good with Ben Kingsley as Mandarin, and it just flopped so hard that they turned it into a whole other gimmick. And it works for Wonder Man. He was an actor. They played it off as he was an actor, and now it definitely fits the bill here.
Yeah, dude. I'm not interested. If I keep hearing good things about it, I'll check it out. I guess all 8 episodes are dropping right away, so people can just go ahead and binge it. So if I hear some good stuff, man, I'll check it out. There's just too much going on right now, man. I'm watching like The Pit. I'm watching Fallout. I'm watching all these shows right now. I just can't add another one to the list right now. It's just I only get like an hour a night to watch something before I fall asleep and crash in my bed. So if this is good, if I keep hearing good stuff about it, man, I'll check it out. MCU's burnt.
I lost you, Gabe. We lost your sound. Bring it back. Bring it back. There you go.
All of a sudden, I was muted. Yeah, man, I'll check it out. But MCU's burnt me a lot the last few years. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. So I'm cautiously checking it out if I hear good things about it later down the road.
Yeah, no, I'm super pumped for it. Like I said, the reviews have been nothing but amazing. I think I saw only one place where they gave it like a low score, which was like a 2 on 5, but everybody else is saying nothing but amazing things. So I can't wait to dive into this, man, and just binge watch this. You know what I mean? I can't wait. It's going to be nothing but good times. And like I said, a complete dollar bin book. Now making it to the runner-up, we've got Wonder Man #1, the direct edition, top raw sale, $12 in a near mint plus. Top graded sale for this one, $75 in a CGC 9.87 day trend of 1%. Now, guys, it's time we kick off the actual top 10 list. And of course, we're kicking it off with Absolute Batman issue #2. This one being the Nick Dragotta second printing. That's right. The second prints are getting some love. Top raw sale, $23 for near mint, and top graded sale at $75 for a 9.87 day trend of 8%. Now, obviously, guys, there's a lot of love when it comes to the Absolute Batman stuff. The later prints getting love now, which is awesome to see. There's so many later prints with nothing but great covers, and this one is just a killer cover as well. Now, of course, the Dark Knight movie poster. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's paying a little bit of an homage here. It also features the first appearance of Absolute Cobblepot. You got Edward Nygma in here. You got Harvey Dent. And you get the first cameo of course, Selena Kyle. So there you go, man. The first prints, first prints are starting to get a little bit out of reach in general. But it's nice to see the second prints getting a little love.
Bro, everything Absolute Batman is blowing up just like this building. Like there is no stopping this train. And it goes to show that not only are our first prints flying off the shelves and no one can find them and they're going for crazy money, now people are having to either just settle for the second print because they want to read it, or it's like, the completest situation where, I need the second print, I need all the covers and that kind of stuff. But this book, this title is like the best-selling title of last year. All organic, dude. Me and Matt were talking about this earlier. This is all organic.
Yeah.
It just shows that people want to read this book. There's nothing in it like collectible. There's no blind bags or any of that kind of crazy sells gimmicky stuff. People just want to buy this book and they want to get any copies they can to be able to, join in the community and join in the fun of this series, man. It's fantastic. I love this cover. If there was I was looking just now for like a version of this cover because I would totally make this my wallpaper on my phone. I love it. It's so cool.
Yeah, dude, it's wicked, man. And it's funny you were saying that, we're looking at later prints. People obviously loving this, wanting to hop in, get in on the reads, and they're picking up the later prints. And clearly you can see they're starting to see upticks and they're doing relatively well. But man, even, trade paperbacks, dude, like it's crushing it on all aspects. And I love seeing this. I love it.
I think the trade paperback is out of print. Like, I don't think it's even on Amazon right now. Like, you can get it like a seller, like a regular person selling it. But I think like Amazon themselves are out of stock. It's out of stock on like instocktrades.com. It's just, dude, it's just been flying off the shelves. Like this book is, I don't know what else you can say that we haven't said about this book before, dude. It's incredible. It's so much fun, and people are loving it. It's great.
Yeah, it's flying off the shelves, and it looks like it's starting to fly even on the aftermarket. Because, guys, at number 10, we've got Absolute Batman issue #2. This one being the Dragotta second printing, top raw sale, $23 for a near mint. Top graded sale, $75 for a 9.87 day trend of 8%. Gabe, we got a sick trailer, in my opinion, and it's no surprise that this comes in at number 9, man. What do we got?
Oh, man. We know it, bro. This is it. Masters of the Universe #1 from DC Comics 1982. This is the direct market version. For this book, there was a high raw sale of $40 for a near mint copy. High grade sale for a CGC 9.8 was $300. Fair market value is $32. We tracked 41 copies sold, and we, like you said, bro, you know that trailer was really great. That's what's hopping off on this book here right now. The first trailer for He-Man dropped, and it was incredibly well received. It's been a few years since it was announced, but the trailer reminded collectors that, yeah, we're in fact getting this He-Man movie. Reception towards the trailer has been great, catching a lot of people off guard who assumed it was going to be a dud. I mean, I grew up with this series. The series in the 2000s was incredible. 7-day growth trend of 67%, 41 copies tracked this week. High sell, $300 for that CGC 9.8, dude. And fair market value, $32. $40 for a near mint. You know, fair market value is $32. Not much of a difference there, man. It's climbing up there. It's climbing up there.
Yeah, no, exactly, dude. And like, okay, let's talk the trailer very quickly, because I'm gonna openly say that it looks awesome. I think, you know, visually it looks amazing. It's kind of corny too. You know what I mean? It's gonna be you feel like it's gonna be corny at points. Jared Leto. People saying, you know, Skeletor looked amazing. I don't know what to say, dude. I think Skeletor looked so awesome within the trailer. That little glimpse of Skeletor that we got was wicked, man. You know, obviously this popped the first appearance of both He-Man and Skeletor popping. It actually made the runner-up, so you might want to check that. But I was talking about a book on my show on Sunday, dude, that like is super expensive, man. It's actually He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's the 1 in 25 by Dave Wilkins. Now, this I think was I can't remember if it was 2012, 2014, or somewhere around there. It was when DC was handling He-Man. You remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, a 9.6 of that ratio sold for $700, man. I'm not sure if that makes the shaker on Thursday, but if it does, spoiler alert. But yeah, man, that's another great book. If you guys catch that in the wild, man, keep an eye out for it, because it's almost difficult to come across. Not many shops were ordering 25 copies back at that point in time, right? So there is that. But the trailer looked great. Sure, I'm expecting it to have its corny moments. Like, I have the power. Like, I mean, it's as corny as it gets. But
bro, I hate to break it to anybody, man, but that original cartoon was terrible. It was corny. It was really bad. It was the 80s. 80s cartoons were just 30-minute commercials for the toys. We all know that. Trailer was great, dude. I'm in it for just Camila Mendez, man. That's the reason I'm going to see this movie for sure.
That is nothing but a great reason for you, Gabe. And yeah, man, I'm happy to see, guys. Number 9, we've got Masters of the Universe #1 direct edition. Top raw sale, $40 for a near mint. Top graded sale is actually $300 for a 9.8. 7-day trend of 3%. Now up next, it's cold up here, but the thirst traps, even in the snow, tend to do some damage on the aftermarket, because at number 8 we've got Nightwing 134. This one being the Travis Moore sweater weather variant. Top raw sale $15 for a near mint. Top graded sale $75, man. And this dude, it's awesome, because if you guys actually go check the runner up, man, if you guys saw, there's another cover that is on the runners up for Nightwing, and it's kind of the same thing where he's like in the snow or whatever, and the thirst trap is real, dude. Like Nightwing is attracting all kinds of collectors, or whatever you want to call it. You remember the Halloween one, right?
The pumpkin butt one, absolutely, dude. Nightwing for the longest time has just been the male DC character to just get his fair share of being sexually exploited. It's always like butt shots. It's always thirst trap, sexy covers for him. It's the Halloween pumpkin cover. It's this. I mean, he has that fan base, and it sells, and it works. And it's kind of fair. You know, we always get a lot of sexy girl covers. You know, why not the occasional sexy guy cover for those that like that? And dude, I sold 2 of these myself for $15. So put me on the list. Yes, sir. Yeah, I grabbed these at my local shop because me and Travis was talking about this book last week on the New Comic Book Day show, and I was like, "Oh, dude, this is cool. I know this is gonna be one of those books that's probably gonna pop," and it worked. So hell yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I agree with you, man. The gal covers are definitely always at the forefront, man, and you know, obviously the guys love those, but these are for the gals and my gay brothers, man. That's what's up. Shout out to all of them because guys. At number 8, we've got Nightwing 134 Travis Moore sweater weather variant, top raw sale $15 for a near mint, top graded sale $75 in a 9.8 7-day trend of 11%. Gabe, what do we got at number 7?
Man, number 7, we got another movie coming up, or another TV show, I should say, with the Beauty #1. But this is the Jenny Frison cover B. Came out from Image Comics in 2015. So with this book, we have a high raw sale for $70. That was for a near mint plus copy. High grade sale, $200 for a 9.8. Average right now, the fair market value is $53. Track 24 copies of this sold. I mean, you know, we know the hype behind this, right? Not only is it a cool Jenny Frison cover, and Jenny Frison fans are after all this kind of fun stuff, but the show did just drop on FX this week. Are you watching the show, Lando? Did you check it out yet?
I'm not, man. I'm hearing a lot of like mixed reviews. Like, you know, some people just didn't care for it, some people liking it. So it's like a bit of both, right? But man, when it comes to Frison, dude, like, you can't help but like look at this cover, and I would even put it up there as like one of Frison's really better covers. Call me crazy, dude. It is stunning. It is such a wicked Frison cover, and Frison's covers in general, like, you know, when you look at a Frison cover, like you could tell right away it's Frison, right? It's Jenny Frison. Dude, I had to double take at this one. I'm like, wow, like Jenny brought the fire with this.
Yeah, and this is like her a little bit earlier and stuff too. Because I like this one because it's a little darker, right? Most of the time, her covers are very kind of light and mute toned. You know, she kind of has that same color palette. You know, that's where you can kind of be, oh, that's a Jenny Frison cover, because you can kind of identify it from her color palette. This one's a little bit different, but it's powerful. I mean, it works for what this book is about. Where it's an STD that you get in. It's when you get it, you become beautiful. In the show, it's like a drug. It's like a, you know, it's like a medication kind of thing. It's like an Ozempic kind of shot or whatever. But in the comic, it was like an STD, and then when you get it, you know, you're beautiful. But you know, the side effects of it is you know, you burn up from the inside out. So you know,
we went completely off the rails there. Completely, and I love it. But yeah, dude, it is probably, like I said, man, I had to double take at this by, you know, like I said, normally I'll see a Frison cover and I'm like, yeah, there she is, slaying it, and here I was like, oh my god, this is like a whole other level. This feels totally different, and it's amazing, dude. Absolutely.
I think it's a fair price for this too, man. A 9.8 for $200 for something like this. That's like a top tier Jenny Frison cover that's on a really hot book right now. That's a TV show. $200 is not bad, and then $70 for like a near mint plus copy. Why not, dude? That's not bad at all. That's doable. That is doable.
Well, I agree with you, man. And guys, at number 7, we've gone to the Beauty #1 by Jenny Frison. This one being her variant, of course. Top raw sale $70 for a near mint plus. Top graded sale $199 and a 9.8 7-day trend of 4%. It goes without saying that the next book we're going to talk about, man, has created some crazy buzz all around town, because at number 6, we've got Assorted Crisis Events issue #3. This one being Eric Zawadzki. There you go. I think I got it right. Regular cover, top raw sale $25 for a near mint. Top graded sale, well, there's none recorded so far, but 7-day trend of 5%. Dude, everybody has been talking about this, man. Pretty much people saying that this is one of the best series out of 2025 from last year. And like now it's completely taken off. Like it's doing what it is doing on the aftermarket across multiple issues, guys. I won't say too much about some of the most recent issues, but let me tell you, man, the reads, man, it's kind of like an anthology, and it's really good. It sometimes like it takes you back, not takes you back, but like it'll blow your mind. Like I remember, dude, like even the first moment I read issue 1. I was like, what is going on? This is like, I had to reread it again because it was so packed with like so much good stuff that was going on. You couldn't help but appreciate the art, the things that were taking place in each panel. And I was like, man, this is really good. And, I'm not fully caught up, so I can't entirely say 100% that this has been probably one of the best reads of 2025, but it is definitely up there, man. I don't know. Have you had the opportunity to give this a read?
No, I missed out on this book, dude. I love Dennis Camp because of his work on Ultimates, and everything else he's ever done, I've heard nothing but good things about. Absolute Martian Manhunter gets nothing but rave reviews. This Assorted Crisis Events has been getting crazy reviews. I wish I would have jumped on it. Yeah. But I'm making sure now, like when I see Dennis Camp's name on the book, I'm going to pick it up. Not just because it's probably going to blow up or whatever, but just the quality is there. Everything that he's putting out, everybody's raving about, and people are going back to buy the back issues. It's I don't want to compare it exactly to how Absolute Batman is, but it's the same idea that people are getting this organically because they want to read the series because of the hype behind it. He's got another book coming out from Vertigo called Bleeding Hearts, excuse me. So I made sure I had that on my list just so I can read it and not miss out on it. I'm gonna have to get it in a trade when it comes out in a trade or something like that. I'm gonna have to pick it up that way.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I love seeing how the chat, by the way, shout out to all of you guys rocking with us right now. We're at like 89 people. But people just saying what they think is amazing in the chats. I'm seeing a lot of Absolute Martian Manhunter, which has been a hell of a ride. Yeah. Stick around because once we get to the new comic book day portion of the show tonight, we're obviously going to talk a little bit about that. But yeah, a lot of people slept on this title.
Yeah, me too, man. Right there with you, Lager.
So don't worry about it. Don't feel bad. But unfortunately, as you can see, the aftermarket, it's going to cost you a pretty penny because Assorted Crisis Events number 3 comes in at number 6. This one here being the regular cover, top of raw sale, $25 for near mint, 7-day trend of 5%. The next book has to be my favorite cover from last week, dude.
Oh,
yeah, hands down. Ready?
Dude, put it up, dude. I'm kicking myself for this, but whatever. Number 5 this week, man. Again, this is the Gabe kicking himself in the butt book. Mega Man Legend is Timeless number 1. This is a Josh Perez Transformers movie poster homage, which was a 1 in 5 from Udon Entertainment. Came out like 2 weeks ago. High raw sell on this is $30. No grade given, but I'm pretty sure it's a near mint book. No high grade, no high sell graded books out yet. Just hold on to your pants, and those things start coming out. Fair market value is $19 on this book. We tracked 26 copies sold. This is just a fantastic homage to the 1986. Is it 86? To the night, I'm gonna call it 1986 Transformers animated movie poster. Love that poster. This is a perfect homage of that poster. I love this movie. It still holds up. If you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it recently, go back and watch it. It's such a good movie. Soundtrack is that soundtrack is what the cool kids say slaps.
Oh,
I have it on like my jogging mix. That thing will get you some extra momentum and adrenaline for the gym. I love that movie, and I had every other cover for this book ordered because I love Mega Man and I love Mega Man X. Yeah. But this one, for some reason, I was just like, I don't know. And then I just decided not to get it.
No, dude, like, come on, man. Let's show some love to the OG here. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Look at that.
It's so
I can hear the theme song and I can hear all the music already on that thing, dude.
Love it. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. It is such a well done homage to that. And you know, one thing I have to say is they made this so accessible to us to pick up, because this is a 1-in-5 ratio, guys. So yeah. You know, Udon's doing their thing here by making this kind of easy for us to pick up. You order 5 copies, you get your 1-in-5 as the 6th copy. You know, $30 is what you're paying for this right now on the aftermarket. You could have pre-ordered this. You could have got 5 copies plus the 1-in-5 for cover price, and you would have had, you know, 5 copies of, let's say, the cover A, and then you would have had the ratio. You would have been probably $30 bought in, and you could have still walked away with 5 more other copies of the regular one. But it's doing what it's doing on the aftermarket. I love seeing all of these ratios that have been coming out because they've been fire, man. Mega Man Legends, Mega Man Timelines, dude, they're all really, really good. But this homage came out to be probably the best of all of them. And I'm so happy, dude. I locked one down. I had to scramble. For it. I'm giving you guys the advice, but I'm the big doofus that didn't take my own advice and, you know, pre-order the 5 copies plus 1, right? I said, you know what, I'll take a risk. And clearly that gamble was a big one, because look what's happening already on the aftermarket when it comes to this. Guys, at number 5, Mega Man Legends Timelines. Number 1, the Josh Perez Transformers movie poster homage. Transformers. There you go. I had to do it. Top raw sale, $30. No graded sales yet. Hang tight. Like Gabe said, hang on to your pants. We'll see what's going to happen once those drop. 7-day trend for this, 30%. Love seeing this, man. All right, guys, we're at the halfway mark, so I do want to remind you all, of course, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hit like if you're catching the replay. Comment below. Let us know what you guys think of the list so far. All right, let's look at what we got for number 4. Well, that's not working. Okay, let's try again. Number 4. There you go. All right, it's number 4. We got Psylocke Ninja. Number 1, the Stanley Artgerm Virgin variant, which is a 1-in-200 ratio. Top raw sale, oh my God, going for already double the ratio price of $425 plus. Damn! Man, that's a big damn. No graded sales so far because, of course, it's relatively new. 7-day trend of 2%. Guys, it goes without saying that obviously everybody loves a nice Psylocke cover, but when you've got somebody like Artgerm right here who's knocking this one completely out of the park, I'm nowhere close to surprised to seeing the love that this has gotten on the aftermarket, man. Artgerm, dude, absolutely crushed this cover, and I know it's $425 for the ratio, but you could have picked up the trade as well.
Yeah, the trade's still beautiful, and the logo doesn't really cover up too much. But man, this is great. Me and Travis were talking about this last week, and how just this doesn't really scream out Artgerm. It doesn't have that kind of like over computer rendering CGI kind of look. I saw a thing where he has to keep telling people he's not AI.
Yeah.
But this is just this beautiful, like, Japanese tapestry looking artwork, man. I wish he would do more of this kind of muted, subtle artwork. This is fantastic stuff.
Yeah, and dude, look at the price that it's already going for on the aftermarket, man. It is such a wicked, like, stunning cover, dude. It's beautiful. Like, you know, when it comes to Artgerm, I want to say the same thing about like Frison, like we were saying earlier, right? How Frison, like, you can see a Frison cover and you're like, yeah, you already know that it's a Frison cover. Yeah. Artgerm, dude, same thing, man. Artgerm covers, dude, you can spot them from a mile away, but there was just something about this one that felt different. It's just a beautiful, beautiful cover, man. And it does not shock me one bit to see the price that this is going for right now on the aftermarket.
It's beautiful. It's sexy, but it's not like, you know, thirst trappy or anything like that. Like some of the other like Psylocke covers, or any other time you kind of see Psylocke a lot of times too. So it's still like this really sexy, tasteful image that he worked out, man. Like this is double the price of a ratio, or double ratio price is fantastic for something like this.
Especially, dude, especially at the level of a 1 in 200, right? Because oftentimes, dude, you'll see 1 in 500 selling for under 500, 1 in 100s selling very close, 1 in 200 selling lower than $200. This one went more than double, man. And like I said, dude, the craze on the aftermarket right now for this, I almost want to say, although the price is crazy, but for me it's kind of warranted, dude, because this is a sick cover. I don't feel like many shops ordered 200 copies. If I were to check eBay like right now on this one, I have no idea how many of the actual ratios we would actually find on there.
I mean, I think you're right. I think stores are, you know, being a little more conservative with their over ordering, you know, because you ordered 200 copies of this book to get the ratio. Yeah. You're still sitting on 200 copies that you have to try and sell, or you know, you're just sitting on it and you're eating them for the next couple of years. So yeah, I think it just might have been they were cautious with their spending. On top of that, out of nowhere, this book is just exploding. It's just fantastic. It's the best cover of Psylocke that I've seen in a long, long time. And who better to do it than Artgerm?
Yeah, and you know what? All the copies that were listed have pretty much sold. There's 2 available on eBay right now that I just saw, and one of them already has 1 bid in. So, you know, that one's selling. The other one's just sitting there. And I think that's only a matter of time. So all that to say, guys, I think this one is probably one of my favorite covers so far this year. Number 4, guys, we've got Psylocke Ninja number 1. This one being the Artgerm Virgin variant, which is a 1 in 200 ratio. Top raw sale $425 for a near mint, plus 7-day trend of 2%. All right, we're down to the bottom 3. The bottom 3, Gabe. What do we got at number 3?
All right, we're going back issues here, everybody, with Action Comics 645. This is the direct market cover. DC Comics 1989. We have a high raw sale of $24. No graded sales quite yet. Fair market value is at $14. We tracked 76 copies sold. And what's going on with this is the first appearance of Maxima. And there's rumors circulating around that Maxima is going to appear in the Superman sequel.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that, dude. I don't know who Maxima is. I didn't see the rumor, but
you know, of everything DC, I think Maxima is just a character I have never even paid attention to nor cared for. So to see that this is a character that James Gunn is willing to go and get and pull and bring into Superman, obviously the sequel, is rather interesting. Like, I need to do my homework now and learn more about Maxima, because same for me, dude. Maxima is just a character I've never even came across nor paid attention to.
Did you see the images that James Gunn posted today of the cookies? Then they call them Chocos. It's supposed to be like Oreos. It's supposed to be like Oreo cookies, more or less.
Okay, tell me more.
So there's a bunch of these photos that he posted of, like, you know, marketing for these cookies that are basically Oreos, but they just don't call them Oreos. The thing with that is Martian Manhunter, like a man of my own heart, loves Oreos, like abundantly loves Oreos, like ridiculously loves Oreos. So, you know, take that with what you will, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Maybe there's some Martian Manhunter stuff going on. Good luck finding his first appearance for cheap. But you're right. You know, James Gunn loves to kind of pull out of the toy chest and get those toys that nobody's played with in a long time and put them into a movie sometimes. So
yes, dude, that's a neat I guess we could say Easter egg that James Gunn had
Yeah.
posted, because I would have never even thought of that. But not just that, man. Like, we know, you're mentioning Martian Manhunter. We know Brainiac as well is pretty much going to be in the film. We saw some buzz about who and how Lex Luthor is going to be as well within the next film. So I don't know, man. Trying to piece together some of what just might be happening here. It's rather interesting. I gotta learn more about Maxima. I have no idea.
My advice always on this stuff: pump the brakes, man. These random characters that people say is going to be in the movie, and this actress is playing this, and these books start blowing up. Like, pump the brakes, man. Be careful. Don't want to spend $24+ and this thing is back to being $1 book in 6 months or something, right? So,
exactly, man. Well, either way, guys, like we said, James Gunn likes pulling these random toys nobody's playing with out of the box. And at number 3, we've got Action Comics 645. This one being the direct edition, where we get the first appearance of Maxima. Top raw sale, $24 for near mint. I saw somebody in the chat mentioning they used this book as a filler for their long box. Top graded sale. Top graded sale. None recorded within the last week, but 7-day trend of 14%. Guys, brace yourself for what we have at number 2, because we've got Amazing Spider-Man issue 11, the Benjamin Sue variant, with a top raw sale at $21 for near mint. Top graded sale, $58 for a 9.8. 7-day trend of 18%. And of course, everybody's going bonkers for this one because, it's the first appearance of Symbie. That's right. You see that little guy on the cover? Well, Symbie has gotten some news. Now, I know, guys, before anybody corrects me in the chat or in the comments watching the replay, I know we pretty much saw Symbie in what I would assume is simply just a cameo when it comes to Time Slide. You remember those types of books, right? Time Slide, all of that. We did see a little bit of Symbie in there, but the first appearance, plus we get the cover right here, and we got news that Symbie is apparently making his way to Spidey and his amazing friends. Now, that's right. There's a cartoon that is out there under Disney Plus, Disney Junior, all of that jazz. My kids watch the hell out of this, Gabe. They love watching this. In fact, right before going to bed, my kids were literally watching the latest episodes that dropped on Disney Plus. And let me tell you, dude, they love, and they've learned so much about characters that are so like B-list, C-list, D-list characters.
That's awesome.
from these shows, and I'm able to have conversations with my kids regarding this. Now, Symbie just recently came out. As you can see, this book came out in 2025, but with the news that has come out that it's just a rumor, right, so far, but it may be happening when it comes to Spidey and his amazing friends. I've said it before, man, and I'm going to say it again. Call me crazy, guys. If this character does make his way to the show, it's wonderful because, like I said, my kids have learned about so many characters via just this cartoon, kind of like we did, right? Like in the 90s, dude, the Spider-Man cartoon introduced me to Kraven. It introduced me to so many characters, right? When I was young. So it's awesome to see that this does the same. Just imagine what happens if Spider-Boy would make his way into such a cartoon, who is very fitting as well for the TV show.
This is crazy. It's another just derivative of a derivative kind of thing coming out. Good job, Marvel, milking that Spider-Man. But hey, if it's getting the kids watching the show, that's awesome, man. I love that. I love to see that it's a chance for you and your kids to have a connection and talk about the stuff that you like and they like together. That's awesome to hear, man. I love hearing those kinds of stories. That's the best.
Yeah, dude.
But wow, man, $21 for this, $58 for a CGC 9.8. Man, these low cost CGC books are wild to me, man, because it costs you, shipping and effort and time and all that, about $60 to get a book graded these days, man.
Yep.
So it's good price on that, dude.
Yeah. It's really expensive to get a book graded, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Especially for myself as a Canadian dude, it's absolutely brutal. Basically, mostly because of the shipping. But Gabe, I gotta ask you before we move on from this book: does the cover do anything to you? Does it make you feel like you've seen it before?
The character looks like I've seen him before. He looks very familiar. This cover, there's something familiar about it. I don't know what it is. I'm sure you're going to show me, but there is something going on with this cover.
I'm totally gonna show you. There you go, baby.
There you go. That works.
Yeah,
That
man.
works. Good old Eric Larson, man. Nice.
Yep. It's a straight pull and a throwback to the Larson cover, and it's so well done. So well done. I love that they did this, obviously with Venom looking menacing as hell, but then you got Symbie, who is just super cute. And I know, people like infamous Jeb would love. I know he actually already does love this character. So
Jeb loves his anything Venom and Symbiote, dude. He is that guy, man. One more thing for him to love and enjoy.
yeah, very biased. But anyways, guys, on number 2, we've got Amazing Spider-Man issue 11. This one being the Benjamin Sue variant, top raw sale, $21 for near mint, top graded sale, $58 for a 9.8. I equally think that's a steal. 7-day trend of 18%. It is time we take a look at what comes in at number 1 for this week's top 10. But stick around, because we're going straight into new comic book day selections immediately after that. So, Gabe, take us home for the top 10.
All right. Number 1 this week, coming in at the highest. People were talking about this in the chat already, and that is Assorted Crisis number 8. Eric Zawala. This is the regular cover from Image Comics. Came out, this year, 2026, just a few weeks ago. We got a high raw sale already for this book at $90, just kissing that $100 mark already. No graded sales yet. Fair market value, $57 for near mint copies. Tracked 56 copies of this book sold. It's printed on newsprint paper and will not be again. So no reprints on newsprint. So that's kind of cool. Hype surrounding the series hits new levels. Comic series, both fans and non-fans of comics are buying. Man, again, I'm missing out on this book, bro. I'm missing out on this book. I'm gonna have to wait for the trade because I'm not paying $90 for this issue. I'm not paying, what was it, like $54 or whatever it was for issue 2.
Yes, you are.
Probably ridiculous. So, gosh, good on anybody that got this on the hype already or before the hype train hit, and good on Dennis Camp for just putting on another title that people are loving.
Yeah, it's a book that everybody's enjoying. Like I said earlier, it's been pretty much talked about amongst everybody on social media, etc., saying that this is probably the best read out of 2025. Wow. But one thing about this is this particular issue actually came out last week, guys, and already seeing sales of $90 in a near mint plus. And why is that? So, well, I see some of you asking in the chat, what is so special about this? RP, just to give you an example, the book, this particular issue was actually printed, on like newspaper. So it's very old school style type comic book right here. The feel of that, right? We love that as collectors, especially when it comes to the older books. But yeah, man, people got wind of that and immediately flocked to the aftermarket. And with that, of course, we're seeing this huge uptick when it comes to the price. $90 is just crazy, absolutely nuts to see. And shout out, like you said, to Camp. Shout out to everybody involved with Assorted Crisis, because Assorted Crisis Events. I can't forget the events part. But yeah, man, it's getting crazy love from front to back. Issues 1 to now 8, which literally came out last week. It's blowing my mind to see how fast this one jumped up on the aftermarket.
Are all the issues newsprint, or is just something special for this one? Okay.
It was something special solely for this one, and they said that it will never be reprinted in the same quality of paper again. So this was a one-shot deal for this particular one. If this goes to a second printing, do not expect to see that paper quality once we hit the later prints. Or I'm going to assume as well in the later issues as well. I think this was just a one-off. So it looks like issue 8 is going to see some love for quite some time, guys.
I think there's only like what 9 issues of this series. Like the series is ending pretty soon, right? Is it 9 or 12 series or issues?
I'm not too sure. I think it's gonna go. I don't know if it's ongoing or if it's gonna stop. I think at like 12 or something. But I know that issue 9 is actually expected to come out in March. They've been dropping these, I think, every month, and I don't know if it's because February is a short month. So I'm thinking within the first week of March. Don't quote me on that one. But what you can quote me on is the sales that are happening on the aftermarket. Because at number 1, guys, Assorted Crisis Events, number 8, the regular cover, which is not so regular paper, in a top raw sale, came in at $90 for Near Mint Plus. Can only imagine what these graded sales are going to go for. Again, this book only came out last week. 7-day trend of 170%. All right, guys. That was the top 10 show, but stick around. Now we dive right in to the new Comic Book Day show. That's right. We're not even going to do the intro. We're not even going to do any of that, guys. Welcome to the new Comic Book Day show.
What?
It's time for us to look at the books that are selling this week. That's right. So if you guys didn't pre-order any of these books, and you just want to know before you go to a shop, well, this is your one-stop shop to get all that information. So let's kick it off, man. Gabe, new Comic Book Day. I was talking about Absolute Martian Manhunter earlier.
Yep.
The chat was talking about it as well, saying, guys, the Absolute Martian Manhunter stuff has been amazing. And now it looks like within this particular issue, of course, we're looking at the cover A, but we're going to have the first appearance of Absolute Despair. And I'm assuming that's the Despair from Sandman, right?
I would assume so. I don't know of any other Despair in the DC universe, but wow.
Yeah,
dude. Again, man, another Dennis Camp book. We talked about it for a hot second, earlier. These books are just flying off the shelves, man. There's so much love for these books. And it's organic. Again, I'm so happy to see people in the chat talking about these titles that they're actually reading and enjoying, like the actual story too. That warms my frozen heart for sure to see that from everybody. And this is another example of it. And hey, the first appearance in this book, man. Right on. And we'll talk about it later, dude. We'll look at the other books that are coming out this week. But there's some amazing covers for this book that even I like, and I
yeah, man, can't wait to dive into that. But don't forget, of course, Absolute Martian Manhunter issue 8 coming out this week. But moving on, yes, we're looking at Iron Man #1 that comes out this week. I think don't quote me what volume we're at. I've lost track now. But this one is the Talavera variant, and it's got the first cover appearance of Melinda May with the new blue Iron Man armor, as you can see here. So it's looking like she's gonna don this armor, and you guys know who obviously Melinda May is. In case you don't, I'm sure you remember her from S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if you remember.
No, not whatsoever.
Not many people cared for S.H.I.E.L.D. to begin with. I'll give you that. But yeah, dude, the TV show it had its moments. But Talavera brought the fire with this one, man. Obviously, we're getting the cover appearance, but not only is it available in a trade, it's also available as a ratio. This one being a 1 in 25 incentive, which I think is given the quality of art here, what Talavera did, I figured, maybe being an issue #1 for Iron Man, they would have shot this all the way up to a 1 in 100. Not the case, dude. We're seeing this as a 1 in 25, and I'm seeing copies selling at ratio price, man. $25, $22. That's more than fair. And I mean Canadian, dude. So I imagine you guys could probably
so $6 American. All right.
Yeah, probably.
Somebody tell this character to take her finger off the trigger and learn some trigger discipline. That's not how you hold your gun. Come on. Whoever we've been seeing this so much, where these artists are making this kind of common mistake. It's so funny. But also, this is the Ming-Na Wen character. Okay, I know who that is now.
Exactly.
This looks nothing like her, so I was completely lost. But hey, if this is going for ratio already in Canadian money, that's not too bad, man. Not too bad.
Yeah, I just think it's a beautiful Talavera cover. Really neat. I'm curious to see now within the read It looks like she's going to be taking, I don't want to say the mantle, but like having this blue Iron Man costume. And is she going to rock it? We shall see. Out of all those ABC shows, Agent Carter season 1 was good. Everything else was terrible. Freakies, I agree with you at 100%, dude.
Do all the female characters get blue Iron Man suits?
Are you referring to Rescue?
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
You might be onto something. You might be onto something, man. Maybe that is the case. But Iron Man 1 is coming out this week, man. Just want to let you guys see this beautiful cover and obviously drop a little bit of info. Moving on from that, though, we've got the G.I. Joe issue number 18, man. Everything Energon Universe. You know I'm digging. This one is the cover B by Kendrick Lim. Now, of course, we've got Chameleon on here. I don't know if you guys remember. We pretty much got Chameleon within Destro. Dude, Chameleon's badass. Forgive me if I said a bad word. But dude, love the character, and this cover, dude, by Kendrick Lim is just stunning. I'm happy to see that Freakies is liking this.
Yeah, dude, G.I. Joe's been great. But see, this is an example of how you hold your gun. You don't put your finger on the trigger. Nope. This is good job, Kendrick. You understood the mission and the assignment on how that works. But I don't know who Chameleon is, but man, she does look badass, dude. She looks great. This is cool. I can't wait to read these issues later.
Giving Baroness a run for her money when it comes to stunning covers, bro. Let me tell you.
No way, dude. Baroness is the top, dude. No one tops the Baroness. That's not gonna happen.
I know. Give Chameleon some time. All right, give her some time. Give her some time. But yeah,
does she have a Russian accent?
I don't know. I don't.
Then no.
In an accent. Do you do that, Gabe? Do you read in accents every now and then?
Like when you read a Batman book, you don't hear Kevin Conroy in your head?
Yeah, I do. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That does work. When I read Iron Man, I hear RDJ. Trying to think who else, man. There's a few that like, oh, dude, Juggernaut. Juggernaut.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is a fun conversation, man. I feel like I could give you a list now as I'm starting to think Colossus, dude. Like,
when I read Lobo, I hear what's his name? Homeboy from Everybody Loves Raymond, the big older brother.
Oh my God, Robert. His name's
yeah.
Robert.
Yeah. He's the voice of Lobo in like everything. So I hear his voice when I like read Lobo comics and stuff.
That is awesome, man. I'm curious to know if anyone else is catching the replay or in the chat now. Like when you read comics, do you think of any like particular voice or hear an accent? Man, drop it. I want to know. But yeah, man, G.I. Joe issue 18 coming out this week. Beautiful Chameleon cover. But moving on, since we're talking G.I. Joe, I do want to bring this one up. We've got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue 49. Now, this, of course, is a Serpentor cover, and this one is by Mooneyham. This is from the Larry Hama Files edition reprints. Basically, we're getting the first appearance of Serpentor, which is via reprint. I like this Larry Hama thing that they're doing with Skybound Image, where they're dropping like a lot of the key issues, man, from the Hama stuff. And I think this is great, dude. It's especially with everything happening now with the Energon universe, it's smart to be doing this.
Yeah, because there's so many first appearances in that G.I. Joe run, but they're just kind of like splattered and scattered all over the place, right? Yeah. So it's cool to see, especially like this. This is such a cool character. I love Serpentor growing up. I loved how he was just like a mixture of DNA of all the terrible like dictators and rulers of the world mixed into one kind of thing. And I love the original cover for this. It's Dr. Mindbender and I think Destro holding him like he's like out of a grave. He's all wrapped in like bandages and stuff. It's a really cool cover. But you're right. It's cool that they are reprinting these key issues that are either hard to find or a little expensive or just, makes it a little bit more accessible for people. And that's always a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know there's even like I think there's Batman the Killing Joke facsimile that's coming out, which
nope.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Is I find, you know, if timed right and done properly, especially like with Larry Hama's. Here we're getting the secret files or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at what's happening in Energon Universe, this is great for new readers, man, because Energon Universe is bringing in a lot of, you know, newer readers, young readers as well. It's having the same effect as you know, Absolute Batman, obviously not to that scale, but it is carrying some good weight here, and a lot of people loving what they're getting out of the Energon Universe, Void Rivals, and everything else. So it's great. It's a good introduction to these characters if you're not familiar, and I love seeing this. And anytime you get some Hama stuff, dude, 100%, pick it up, man. It's available at CovrPrice. So there you go, dude. This cover available at a regular cover price is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's also available as a trade, but we've got Conan the Barbarian issue 28. It's the cover E. It's basically a Conan the Barbarian Virgin cover, but Zafino absolutely crushed this cover. Looks great as a trade, but man, I'm usually a trade guy, man, but this as a Virgin, dude, is sick. The all black always scares me, but beautiful.
That all black is going to be a problem, but I love this kind of gritty, ugly, thick, battle-worn looking Conan. A lot of times you see him and he's kind of like pretty boyish looking or whatever, but seeing him just war-torn and just seeing just all the lives that he's had on his face, like, this is a cool cover, man. This is, and of course it gives that kind of sentiment to the idea of heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's perfect for this.
Yep. It made me think of the Linkin Park song, Heavy is the Crown, bro. But yeah, dude, it's gorgeous. Very well done. You got Easel in the chat saying that Zafino is great at doing covers like this. And I can't help but agree with you, because like I said, this available as a Virgin, it's not a ratio. You're not paying a premium. I think is just a wonderful book to have in your collection. It's just it's gorgeous. But moving on from this, guys, you want to talk some nice covers? Well, if you're a gamer, you might have a huge appreciation for this one, because Lost Fantasy issue number 7. Here we've got the homage to, of course, Elden Ring. And if you guys played Elden Ring, well, I'm sure you know or recognize this cover. Lost Fantasy has been great. I'm not entirely caught up, but within the first 3 issues, man, I can tell you guys it's really cool, man. And not too long ago, we actually just had Franklin Jonas. I think it was he's one of the Jonas Brothers. He's not in the Jonas Brothers music group. He actually does his own thing on the side musically. Dude, he is such a passionate comic book fan. So seeing him hop into Lost Fantasy, and now he's going to be doing his own title as well, which obviously I'm not going to dive into that now. Maybe we'll have an opportunity at some point. But yeah, man, I think this homage cover is just amazing. Love this. Chat, let me know what you guys think of this, because I personally love all the homage covers that have been coming out for Lost Fantasy. Every video game cover, dude, has been a pure banger, whether it was a Metal Gear Solid homage, whether it was Final Fantasy. It was so good.
Oh yeah, didn't they also did that Zelda Breath of the Wild homage too, right? Yep. That was cool. Yeah.
So I really, really like these, man. This is just like a straight up cover pickup, but then again, it's also a good read. I still got to fully catch up, but it's still what I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing so far. Not into yet. I dig. But yeah, moving on from this one. Oh boy. They went wild with this polybag, but we've got Bug Wars, the Spider Witch special number 1. This one being a cover B. It is a not safe for work polybagged variant covered by Azar. And I love it, bro. Bug Wars, a Spider Witch special. You got the XXX, and then not safe for work variant. You know you want it. You sick. I can't say the word, but yeah. I love how they're calling you out for being a sick you know what.
I'm gonna get this. If I find it at my shop tomorrow, I'll grab it. I love these are the it's not a blind bag, but these are the kind of bag stuff I like. Savage Dragon did one like this before. I think Sex Criminals did something like this before. These are always fun, and I just love this kind of idea of just having some kind of dirty, nasty cover inside of it. So I'm down for this, dude. I'm down for this book.
Yeah, dude. It's I have a lot of people within our group chats that talk about Bug Wars, and they all say the same thing, that it's great. I only read the first issue of like the actual Bug Wars, and I never hopped back into it. So I need to do that because I'm hearing nothing but great things. But obviously the not safe for work variant here. Gabe, if you pick it up, please share. I want to see what this one looks like, man.
Yeah, I want it because I'm a sick bastard.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with you guys in the chat, man. Shout out to you guys because this is nothing but straight facts, but it is a great time to be a comic book fan, man. Comics are great right now. Great reads. So much creativity and so much awesomeness coming out right now. But moving on from this, we get the Punisher Red Band issue number 5. This one being the 1 in 25 incentive. And boy, oh boy, man, did Dolly kill this cover because you've got Kingpin right here with the Punisher symbol all across his white suit, white shirt, white tie. Sounds like the getup of the white with the white is kind of like a horrible suit to wear to like a prom, or I wouldn't even wear that to my wedding. I'll be honest with you. Like it's just it's too much. But this cover, dude, killer cover. We all saw the trailer today. Season 2, baby, Born Again. Let's go. I am so excited.
Dude, this cover's great, man. I love that when artists can still find creative ways to kind of work in like the Punisher symbol, on these kinds of covers. You feel like the Punisher symbol has been done 100 times, 100 different ways, and there's no new ways of doing it. And shout out to Dolly, right? Dole. He crushed it, dude. I love this cover. This is cool.
Yeah. So Freaky's again in the chat. Shout out to Freaky's saying, I think Punisher may kill Kingpin in this issue. I could be wrong. One thing I will say, I know that Punisher's got a new series up and coming, and when it comes to Punisher, I would have been okay with them continuing with the Red Band stuff, because when I tell you it's like balls to the wall, the action, the stuff that's happening within here. The Red Band, dude, there's a reason for that Red Band. And let me tell you, they're pushing limits. It is awesome. I'm enjoying the read. And if that happens within this issue, man, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
We need some shakeups. We need some big things to happen in the Punisher. In comic books in general, but especially like for the Punisher. If you got a Red Band, it's kind of just like with the Marvel Max series with Garth Ennis. You need all out action and violence. Yep. And you have to earn that Red Band insignia.
I agree. If it's going to be Red Band, make it as Red Band as possible, dude.
Yeah. Red it up, dude. If I hate it when you see something like, oh, it's Red Band, and you get it, you're like, it's not that bad, I guess. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, no, this is the opposite, man. It's actually really good, man, and I'm enjoying this. So yeah, Punisher Red Band issue number 5, the 1 in 25 incentive. Up next, though, we've got the return of Null, which happened just recently, and apparently it's also happening in Marvel Zombies, because Red Band issue number 5, this one being the Koblish variant, we see Null here doing his zombie thing. I don't know. I never got into Marvel Zombies, I'll be honest with you, but the cover is great. It's a great cover. It's cover selection for this week. Has nothing to do with the actual read. And shout out to Lefteros for putting this on the list, because I probably wouldn't have even noticed this cover at all.
No, cool cover, man. I love it. But like you said, Marvel Zombies, the first series is the only one I read that I liked. It is what it is. It's fun if you just want zombie kind of stuff going on. Again, if it's Red Band, I hope it's a lot of brains being eaten and body parts flying around and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the zombie stuff, I could imagine that's pretty much what it's going to be. But great cover, of course. Null, yes, Null 1 came out. It was a good issue. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen now with Null, and obviously with his return, there was stuff with Hela, etc. So, yeah. Good times, man. Good times with no. But this one here, guys, I need to talk about this one. Miles Morales, Spider-Man issue 42. This one being the Marquez variant. And of course, it's the Ultimate Team Up homage variant featuring Miles Morales and Earth 6160's Peter Parker. That's right, from the current Ultimate Universe. So here's what's going on. It looks like we've got Peter and we've got Miles, who ironically Miles was from the Ultimate Universe, right? And now we're getting Ultimate Spider-Man making his way to Miles, and two characters from totally different universes, but yet still the same, right? It's different, but the same, but different, but the same. What I like about this one is actually it's the homage to the Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 1. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was from 2012, 2014, somewhere around there. But it was the Brian Michael Bendis run.
Yeah.
So
I think David Marquez did that as well, right? Oh no, this is David Marquez cover. Yeah, I think he did both these, right? So he owes the homage in himself.
Yeah. And ironically, dude, this is the final issue. So I think they're trying to tell us something. Clearly, this is what's going on. We know that the Ultimate Universe is coming to an end. I don't know if you guys saw some of the news that came out today from Marvel regarding the Ultimate Universe, or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Sorry, not today. But man, Peter Parker from the Ultimate Universe with this homage cover. And I will say, I've seen shops around here in Canada. I know that they post their books, let's say on Mondays or on Tuesdays, for people to be able to buy, and they don't ship them out till Wednesday. This particular cover sold out across several websites and very fast. So I think if you see this in the wild, keep an eye out for this. You might want to scoop it up because it's clearly already getting some love. I'm seeing it firsthand.
What was the news that they announced? Something. What was it like? That the Ultimate Universe is ending, but they're doing like a one final issue kind of thing with it, or characters are coming over or anything?
No. So basically, what they ended up announcing was that there's going to be Reborn Ultimate Impact, and that's coming out towards summertime in 2026. I want to say like May. Yeah, it's like May, somewhere around there. But that's coming out. So although we're getting the end of the Ultimate Universe, there's going to be some kind of impact here, right? Where things are going to happen. Don't forget, like just recently, dude, we continue to see new characters introduced within the Ultimate Universe as we're getting to the close. We're getting Ultimate Ghost Rider. We're getting like Ultimate Vision. We're getting all of these characters. I'm positive there's going to be some people, as you could see here with Peter Parker, possibly hopping into the main timeline. Some things, maybe we're going to get a whole other universe. Don't forget those boxes from the Ultimate Universe. What are we going to see? There's a lot of things, man, that can possibly happen. So I don't think we're fully seeing the end. I think we're going to see a lot of these characters be probably spread out, etc. Or who knows, man. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I know a lot of the hype died down, especially with the Absolute Universe having gotten all the love that it's gotten right now. But the Ultimate Universe is still delivering when it comes to reads, and it's been great.
Yeah, that's funny because once they announced that the Ultimate Universe is ending, that's kind of when like everybody's enthusiasm for the stories kind of died off. It felt like.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see. Are we going to get 3 Spider-Men in the 616? 2 of them being from different Ultimate Universes. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be odd and weird, but you know, if that happens, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, and don't forget that one of them is now the Peter Parker we always wished to have, a older, settled down, married Peter Parker with a family, etc. And then we've got our regular Peter Parker who is still not allowed to talk to MJ. That's totally off limits at Marvel, right? And then of course Miles and so on and so on. But yeah, look, like I said, keep an eye out for this one because it's already I'm seeing this fly off of the websites very fast, so I could only imagine what it's going to do tomorrow once they hit the shelves and how fast those might move. So Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 42, this one being the Marquez variant. Moving on, though, we're going to continue with some Marvel and DC talk. We've got DC Marvel Batman Deadpool issue number 1, this one being the cover A. First appearance of Batpool. That's right, we go to a second printing now, and Batpool is just a... You know what? It's a character mashup that I never thought I would have liked, and here I am liking it because Dan Mora made it look so damn awesome.
It looks cool. It looks cool. It's just, what's the point? Is my only kind of criticism. Like, these things they're not going to cross over into the universes or anything like that. And bro, they are milking this Batman Deadpool as much as they can. Second printings, all these different new covers. They are really riding the coattails on this book for sure.
No, absolutely. What is it for? For me, Gabe, it was nothing but fun. Sure. I took these as they were, just as, you know, individual issues with multiple stories, with character crossovers that you could only dream of seeing every now and then, right? I know we got the amalgam at one point, and then we've had some events where we had, you know, Marvel DC. There was clearly an event that took place as well. So seeing this after X amount of time was just, it was fun. You know what I mean? Like, I still laugh when I read Crypto with Jeff the Land Shark. You know what I mean? And there's no reading to be done, bro. It's literally just pictures that tell an entire story, and you totally get it. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed this. And yeah, man, Lefteros, Jimenez, and Mora on a cover. Yeah, dude, I love it. It's so good. I'm a huge fan of Dan Mora, and I thought both books were wonderful.
Yeah, both of these artists, Jorge Jimenez and Dan Mora, are like my favorite artists, like new artists coming out in this like modern era of comics. Like they know the action, they know the storytelling, they got unique styles. They're the best artists right now. Like new artists coming out. It's great.
Yeah. But moving on from some Batman Deadpool stuff, guys, we have obviously Superman issue 34 coming out with some amazing covers, dude. This one right here is like pure manga vibes, dude.
I love it. I'm digging it.
Superman's gone Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? Like, this is wicked. I love it, dude. It's totally different, right? Like, it does feel very manga.
No, this is fun, dude. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, here is just like a fun theme, and let's go crazy with it. It doesn't have to be on like, you know, character spec or anything like that. It doesn't have to look like a normal version of Superman. We can go crazy and have fun with it. This is really neat.
Yeah. So, like I said, Superman 34 has this cover, but there's a lot of amazing covers. Because I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am, baby. Dude, the classic line from the Superman film that we got from James Gunn now turned into a beautiful cover, man. I love this. It is so awesome. I love how they went very punk rock style with it. Kindness is the new punk rock. And as you can see, such a cool cover to have, man. It's a callback to the movie, and it's a big line from the film that I took away. Well, you know, from watching the movie, I was like, dude, this is awesome. I ordered this cover, and I'm gonna keep this cover in my collection, man.
Yeah, I love this Dave Johnson cover. I love the red Superman kind of like emblem behind it, because it reminds me of when he was doing Red Superman, that story with Mark Miller. It has the same kind of cool behind it. It looks cool. I like it.
Yeah, I really love this. This one was a pre-order for myself, but another one that is a cover that had to be pre-ordered. And if you didn't pre-order, I encourage you all, man, try to scoop one up tomorrow, because Eom keeps bringing the heat, bro. And look what he did here with this Lois Lane cover, man. It is so good. I love Eom's work, dude.
Oh, I thought this was Zatanna again, but without the hat.
No, it's Lois Lane.
He's doing it, dude. He's doing it for sure.
It is so good. I love it. You get 3 banger covers this week for Superman. Like, do you guys realize that? We've got this one. We've got that one. We've got this one. Like, geez, man, it's so hard to pick, but all 3 are must grabs, man. And yeah, dude, I can't help but agree with you, man. Eom is on fire, man. I said it I had said it last year, man. Towards the end of year, I'm like, man, I feel like 2026 is going to be a big year for EOM, and I'm loving everything EOM's doing. This Poison Ivy, you name it, bro. It's just banger after banger. Loving EOM style.
You see the covers he's doing for Lobo?
No, I don't think I saw that,
bro. He's doing some great covers for the next level titles that are just off the wall, dude. There's a great Deathstroke, and I love the Deathstroke, and I love the Lobo one that he's doing.
You and I are always talking about next level.
Oh, I can't wait for that to come out, dude. When that's on the new comic book day show, it's going to be a marathon show. We're going to just be talking about that nonstop.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that, man, because next level stuff is going to be wicked, and there's a lot of great titles coming out of that, so I can't wait for it. But yeah, we'll save it for when it does actually come out. But yes, I had to point out this particular cover. Skinbreaker going to issue number 5, and we've got a 1 in 25 incentive here by, of course, Lorenzo De Felici. And dude, we've said this every time. I'm not caught up, by the way. I haven't read issue 3 and 4. But man, issues 1 and 2, Finch. Dear Lord.
Each issue just gets better and better. I mean, they've worked on it for 8 years, so there's 8 years of artistic improvement throughout the series, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, he just levels up, right? Like he's on a whole other level when it comes to his artwork that he's dropping within these books. And the story was good, man. The first 2 issues for me kind of have me hooked, so I definitely got to read 3 and 4. I've fallen behind, but yeah, Lefthero was saying that this was an incentive must grab for him. Skinbreakers, man, a lot of people really digging it, and if you're a fan of David Finch, man, and you maybe missed out on this, you definitely want to check it out, because Finch is crushing it in this book.
Yeah, Finch. The reason to buy this book is Finch. This is Finch's book. Sure, Robert Kirkman's doing the story, and the story's really good and all, but you're coming for David Finch. David Finch is the lead pace car for this series.
I don't disagree with you one bit, not even one bit. But yes, this 1 in 25 is available this week. Speaking incentives and of course second printing, Marvel doing this every week. We've got Venom 252 paying homage to ASM 252. Now we've got a new costume here when it comes to Venom. There's a lot we can say. I don't know, actually, because I go back and forth with Jeb, and I think he kind of mixes me up with spoilers. This is a Corey Smith cover, and it's neat to do. There was this one. There was also a Secret Wars 8 homage cover as well, which I liked both of them. I'll be honest with you. I picked this one up as a trade, and seeing this now as a second printing ratio doesn't surprise me. As I said, Marvel is notorious for doing this when it comes to second prints.
Yeah, they're going right back to the Final Fantasy or the Amazing Fantasy 15 over and over again.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you referenced that, and I referenced the ASM 252.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yep. That's what happens when we see homages, right? But yes, moving on from this, we've got dude, Wrestle Heist issue number 2, man. I don't know if you read issue number 1. If you're a wrestling fan, guys, you would love this because it's comical, and yet, dude, the artwork, the story, the characters, you can see resemblance, and you can see where they got inspiration for some of these characters. Like, there's a specific character within issue 1 that is a clear copy paste of like Paul Heyman, and it's so fun. It was a fun read. I'm a wrestling fan, so obviously I enjoyed this. And dude, the characters are awesome. The story was good. The artwork feels like it belongs on like the Adult Swim network. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it fits.
Yeah, I love this cover. I love Jay Gonzo. Like he used to do a book called what was it? It was in Spanish, but it was another like wrestling book, Deus de Martas or something like that, I think. But I never read Wrestling Heist. I didn't read number 1 or anything like that. But this is just a cool. I love Sugar Skulls. I love that whole Day of the Dead motif. style and stuff like that. Especially, give me a guy in a sugar skull wearing a suit, I'm in. Like that gets me every single time.
Dude, let me tell you, it was for me. It was fun. It was nothing but just a good time. And I really, really did enjoy it. So, and back to Gonzo, man. These sugar skulls, you know, the luchador style here. I love it, man. It's Gonzo's notorious for doing these types of covers and does a phenomenal job at it. So I like this. Shout out to Gonzo for that. Of course, we get DC Supergirl Next Door. Issue number 1, cover B, and it's a Lozano cover. That's right, Lozano, Supergirl. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, of course, you remember we got the Summer of Superman special issue 1 that came out. Lozano doing that cover where she had her arms behind her back type thing, and she's looking the way she, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. The way she looked awesome. But the background, I believe it was the yellow cover. We saw that all over the top 10 for quite some time. And now we have another Lozano cover when it comes to Supergirl. So it doesn't surprise me that they had Lozano drop such a wicked cover for Supergirl.
Yeah, because that other cover, that even went to like a second print, I believe, too, if we're thinking about the same cover. So
yeah, it did. It went to a later print.
Yeah. He does the work, man. He does the work, and people love it.
Yep, absolutely, man. And dude, it's again, Lozano hits another home run in my opinion, with this cover. So yeah, who knows? Will it have the same effect? We shall see. But I think there was just something extra special about that first one. So I don't know. We'll see. But moving on. Absolute Batman issue 16. That's right. The book that should be on everybody's pull box, pre-ordering, calling the shops, letting them know that you want this Absolute Batman every single issue. Issue 16 is giving us the basically what we're going to be seeing here is the Absolute Batman and the Wonder Woman team up taking place within this book. Now, we know what's been happening within the most recent issues. Of course, we've been introduced to a lot of characters, man. We just got like Joker, but there's a lot more characters also coming our way. Sure, we got some Absolute Deathstroke as well in the background.
Maybe, kind of.
Yeah. There's rumors that very soon we're going to be seeing the Absolute Court of Owls. We're getting Absolute Poison Ivy. I believe in issue 17. Yeah. So we've got a lot of characters now at play and a lot more coming. It goes without saying that this is probably the hottest title in comics right now. So yeah, if you see this, pick it up. It's as simple as that.
If there's any left on the shelf, like you said, and I think we've talked about it before, I don't know why people don't have this on their pull list. Going in afterwards it's kind of a fool's errand, meaning that you're not going to find it, and you're going to end up having to go in the aftermarket to find these books. Yeah. Not just that, but this is like part 2 of this team up. So people are going to have to find that Absolute Wonder Woman 15 as well. And it's a marked up book. If you find it at your shop, or if you have to look for it on eBay or whatever, it's a marked up book. It's like $15-20.
Yeah. Yeah. I love seeing this. This is what we were talking about before, man. Absolute Energy brought me back to the reads, man. I pre-ordered my books. I'm also getting Wonder Woman, and yes, you should. You know why? Because, of course, there's also this 1 in 25 incentive, which is a very, very nice cover. This one by Riccardo Federici. But since you brought it up, let's dive right into it, because Absolute Wonder Woman is coming out this week as well. This one being issue number 16. It's the first cover appearance of Absolute Zatanna, but spoilers, guys. Just so you guys know, there's going to be an introduction within this issue of Absolute Suicide Squad. Now, that's going to be a hell of a ride.
That's awesome. This is cool, man. I love to see that we're getting all these new versions of these characters. Like, I want to see who's in the Suicide Squad. Absolute Zatanna. Man, I fell off of Wonder Woman. I need to get back on it. But I had to just probably get it like in trade or something like that, as opposed to having random issues. But like I said, 16, but 15 is the one you're going to look for. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I didn't know this was part 2 of this story, and have to go look for Wonder Woman 15. But look at this cover, dude. I love that like orangey red background. That's so good.
Yeah, it totally works, dude. And as I said, first cover appearance of Zatanna, but also don't forget, man. There's also this cover that is coming out, man, by Guillaume March, and holy cow, man, stunning. Love this.
Yeah.
And obviously, we say first cover appearance for both issues because both are coming out at the same time, man. So, I mean, this is the first time we're seeing her on these two covers releasing the same date. So, there you go. I would suggest, pick them up. Pick both up. Great cover. Love this.
That's a great cover. I love just I don't know if he's using like Zipatone for like behind the chair, underneath the seat, and like her fishnet bodysuit, but it's Gillian March, dude. That guy does some work. Talk about thirst trap. Let's go. The high heels or like the disco boots. Let's go.
Yeah. Gotta love those, man. I feel like if Chris was here, he would probably point out some flaw with the boots, man. You remember, what was it? Was it the Mockingbird cover or something that he was like, yeah, dude, it's just something about the boots. I'm like, man.
The one where she's bent over or whatever. He's like, yeah, they can't do that in those kinds of boots or something.
Yeah, I know, man. I was just laughing. But yeah, man, this is totally a pickup for myself this week. So, as we said, man, pay attention to all of these books, guys. That was the new comic book day portion of the show. We did a double header in great time. We only took it an hour and 26 minutes, but very quickly, man, we did talk about the new comic book day books. So one thing that I love doing over on the CovrPrice website is looking at some of how these books are performing already on the aftermarket. So it's very simple, man. If you want to do that, you can just scroll down and you can see there's a new releases tab right here. So when I click that, it's going to take me to what's up and coming this week. Now, of course, it includes way more than just new comic book day. You might see some other things as well. Maybe exclusives, etc. But let's take a quick look. One filter I love doing, just because I want to know, hey, man, what kind of books are selling right now that are selling for way more than cover price? I go with current market trend from highest to lowest when we're looking at the percentages. So obviously the 1 in 25 coming really relatively close to the ratio price. The Frank Cho cover, this is a nice one. I like that one.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty rad.
Yeah, but actually, you know what? Let me change that filter. I'm going to put estimated value, highest to lowest. That's what I like looking at, not the percentage. My bad. So the 1 in 100 for Sorcerer Supreme is already selling at $170. Wow.
Bro.
Yeah, the Lotto as well. Here's the exclusive I was talking about, man. This was such a cheap buy-in, dude. I think it was like $30. And look what it's doing already on the aftermarket, man. It's hitting 141. Don't be surprised to see this one pop up either on the Shakers or the top 10 next week. It was, like I said, a cheap buy-in, and $30, I think it was the buy-in, and limited to 1,000, already selling at 141. Crazy.
Man, that's wild. And then that Clay Man one's really nice too.
Yeah, dude, it's really nice here. Look, I'm just gonna bring this up. $107. We'll call it that. It was the web store foil exclusive here, so really cool. I dig. Both covers are nice. Oh, Gabe, look, Youngblood.
Yeah, dude, that's that secret thank you variant that came out. I love the drop off. 160, 150, 110, $60.
Yeah.
But I love this. This is the good Rob Liefeld art that I grew up with and I still think of every day. I love this art.
This is awesome. I like this. And I love, secret thank you. Had no idea. Not a lot of people were even talking about this yet. So nice to see this here as we're looking on the website. $60 is just like that's it right now. I can only imagine.
Not bad for a free book for the stores.
The Villa Lobos Iron Man cover, dude. Villa Lobos did a great job with this cover, man. 1 in 100, and Raws are selling at half of the ratio price, $50. Pretty cool. Okay.
Is that the leader inside the suit?
I don't know, man. I gotta read this. I have no idea where we're headed now when it comes to Iron Man. I've been a little bit out of the loop, but really nice ratio right there. Facsimile. What? Did this really sell for? Did somebody make a mistake?
Wow. Did somebody think they were buying the real one?
Oh, yo, we were talking Talavera before, man. Look at that.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's an exclusive, but mamacita. Yeah, I dig. But moving on, let's see what from the new comic book day books. Oh, the Crane. So Crane's been coming out with a lot of covers for each character, man. And I don't know if you noticed, they're all of the regular ones available as a trade all have a border.
Yeah.
The Virgins obviously don't have that, and I for $26, I'd much rather pick up the Virgin if it's a character and a piece you like better, dude. I'd be doing that,
especially for a 1 in 50. You know, like it's already like half ratio. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's good to see that that Punisher red band. You know, $28. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to get on Infernal Hulk. Like, seriously, wild. It is so good. I'm loving this version of what we're getting when it comes to Hulk. Segovia doing a nice cover here for the 1 in 25. It's already selling for a little more than ratio price. We'll call it at $30. Really nice, dude. Pretty cool cover.
Dig it.
Yep. Oh, there's the facsimile I was telling you about.
There's a lot of covers for that thing, and I don't approve, but nobody asked me.
Sienkiewicz, dude. Sienkiewicz doing a cover for Dead Samurai, issue number 5.
It's beautiful. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, just it looks like something that
I see it. Up. It was covered up. I can see the samurais in the background there. Wow.
I feel like this would be like on wall art at my mom's house or something like.
Yeah, or like in a hotel or something.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's really, really well done. What else do we got coming out, man? Classified for Iron Man. We spoke about that Gonzo, Heavy Metal, G.I. Joes. Dude, the Elvira Harley Quinn stuff is dropping, and we keep seeing even some blind bags available for those. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, those things, like nobody, like not a lot of stores order them, so they're really expensive.
Yeah. Here's the Lozano. It's
even the regular cover is going for $10.
Yeah,
for that Supergirl next door.
These are $9.99 books, anyways. So.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, same thing with this one when it comes to the Batman Deadpool second print. But yeah, man, it gave you guys a little bit of an idea as to what is going on the aftermarket as we speak. And we shall see what's going to happen, man, with all these books that are dropping. Dead Samurai got some beautiful covers. I agree with you, man. As you could see right there, Sienkiewicz always, dude, Sienkiewicz is Sienkiewicz. Like, untouchable in my opinion. Guys, it was awesome to be back. We had a double header, and I feel like we did it in a good span of time here. We'll average it at what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, man.
A segment.
Thank you for keeping it short, dude. I did it 2 hours last week, bro. me and Travis were just in it.
Yeah, you guys killed it though. You did amazing, and shout out to Travis and Izzy, who both couldn't be here tonight. Obviously the top 10 boys doing their own thing, but I mean, who better to replace than the OG top 10 guy from Lords of the Long Box, man? And that's how I will always address you, because, sir, I always let you know how much I love you and appreciate you, bro. And I say it all the time, man. Without Lords, probably wouldn't even be here, man. So thank you so much for everything you've done and continue to do for all of us, man.
Well, no, thank you, dude. That's very nice. But dude, you're the one that holds the shows down, man. You do what, 2 shows a week here plus your show on Sunday. So hats off to you, man. You know, you're making it work. You know, you come through in a pinch. You have computer problems and you get a new computer right away. So
yeah, I got to work the camera though. Like I hated the camera tonight, but at least I have my hearing back, because after this weekend, dude, I went to WWE. I was at Saturday night main event, and my seats were right in front of the fireworks on the floor, right in front of the pyro. And like my ears were ringing all of Sunday, dude. Like I'm probably gonna lose my hearing here.
Worth it.
Yeah, it was. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, tomorrow night we got comics covered with Matt and John, and then we've got this awesome legend right here sitting next to me, man. Gabe's going to be back with Laura, Marty, and Chris. They're going to be doing the Shaker show. And since I mentioned Marty, I'm doing this, dude. I'm doing this. I don't care if he gets mad, but happy belated birthday to Marty, guys. It was his birthday yesterday. Love Marty. If you guys have an opportunity to hit him up in the DMs on social media, wish him a happy belated, or come back on Thursday and be like, yo, happy birthday, you young stud, because he's just awesome, man. So shout out to him.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. I hope he had a great birthday, man. We'll talk to him we'll see him on Thursday.
Yeah. Gabe, I'll let you pick. Are we going to roll the top 10 outro or the new comic book day outro?
Do a new comic book day, since that's what we ended on.
All right, that's what we're ending on. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we hope to see you back here tomorrow and on Thursday for the upcoming shows, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I believe it's, 6 p.m. your time, right? Right?
Yep, 6 p.m. tomorrow, guys, or on Thursday.
There you go. All right, have yourselves a good night. Adios.